Hello, hello. I'm live. Here we go. Happy Wednesday. Let's go. What's up? What's up? And same things that I do mean. We got the chill vibes today. Happy Wednesday, guys. I got my wine today. I'm on deck. Hello, hello. Hi now. Yes, get up in here. We go. Hi, Angie. My baby, she hopped on. All right, where's my volume at? Can you hear me? Hi.
Hi.
Salud, salud.
Salud.
There we go. Okay. Oh my God, my best friend just jumped on. Yes. Hi, Jojo. You like this filter? I like this filter.
It's cute. I
Bro,
ain't mad at it.
I don't know why I didn't discover bamboo hoops till later in life. I guess because my mom was like so conservative Dominican, like don't talk about
And
it.
against it,
Oh,
yeah.
like hell no. I love it.
I'm not mad at it. Listen, I wear them
What is it? If you
constantly.
can't beat them, join them. You know my man's Puerto
There
Rican.
you go.
What can I say? We got the wine and
Yes.
Wednesday.
I
All
think
right, so
Jody.
I low key got the jitters because I was
What?
like low key running late. So I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, in my head. So I was gonna say, this is the perfect time to show people how I control the jitters. Since we're
Yes.
all about winding down. Here we go.
Because things usually don't go as planned. So,
Right? Cleansing breath.
yes.
Yo, sometimes you just gotta sit down and take a few breaths. Just like breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Y cálmate. It's not always gonna go your way.
Exactly.
Exactly. So thank you guys so much for joining. I'm super excited. We just kind of jumped into convo, but let me do my proper introduction here.
Really quick, espérate. Did you get Jody's request to join yet?
Oh shit, yes. I've got ADHD. I gotta talk to her. Here we go. I
So
added
does
her.
she. So that's
Okay.
something you guys share.
Okay, perfect. Here she is. Hi. How you been? How are you?
Good, good,
You
chill.
look great. You
Yeah,
got your wine? You got your little drink? What's going on? Salud, salud. Awesome. Thank you guys for joining.
a pretty
Um,
filter like Jenny.
this is so, yeah, I know, right? This filter just, I was like, this is the one today. Look at our connector,
Oh,
Liz. So shout out to Liz for, making this even possible all those
yes.
years ago. We love you, Liz. Excited. Yes. Thank you, Jojo. So excited. So
Oh
I
my
was just talking about whichever filter, they were all cute.
Right? But I also
I
have my
love,
ring light on, so
yeah. Me too, girl. I got my ring light. I'm over here flexing on the gram for my wind down Wednesday. Like I gotta do it at least once a week.
that's right.
So let me get into the introduction. So thank you guys again for joining. Make sure you share the live. Follow everybody who is on the live. Um, Hi again. So I have with me Franchesca with Caminero Law and Yariela, who is with Smiles Included, but they actually are both on Smiles Included. It's a joint venture. So I'll kind of just give it straight to you guys. Tell us how that happened, when that happened, a little backstory there. Who
You want
wants to go first?
Francesca, me go first. Um, so Francesca and I have been friends for quite a long time. Um, we always have to mention that we didn't like each other. and now we're like it's super close. We both come from a background of a family who's always been into giving. Francesca knew how much I loved doing this, and she just, pushed me and said, let's do it together. And so we started doing it. We started last year. We've both separately have done this like out of our own pocket with our families. And she's heard me say so much that I wanted to do this that she was like, all right, that's it, we're doing it.
Right, like
So
let's just make it a goal and make it into, what we want.
right. And so it's like, it's like yin and yang. She does her side of things and I do mine. And it's been great. We've gotten so much support. We have Shayla, who's my cousin, who helps us with
Shout out to Shayla.
with my memory and all the things that we have to do, and she helps us so much. We're bringing Liz on board for
Awesome.
because that's her area of expertise.
Yes.
So
Awesome.
we're growing a little bit with the people who want to support us and help us. We got a lot of help from my god brother, from Peralta. He helped us with our website. We gotta always give a great shout out to our business consultant JP, who really, really was the one who got the ball rolling on making sure we had everything we needed to start it. Like it was literally.
It takes a village.
Exactly. Like this is
I
our.
always say when you start a business, it's like when you have a baby. Yes. So now I think that's why the baby showers are like out, and it's like, no, let's have a business shower. Come and bring gifts for my business because I need help.
You know what?
Even
the shower.
I literally saw the trend. I think it was like 6 months ago or so. I saw the trend and I was like, that's wonderful. I have to do it. It's gonna be great. You imagine?
I'm down for it.
And
I'll be the guinea pig. I'm gonna throw myself one because respectfully, I need help and I'm not afraid to say it. There's a lot of things that I want to get done, and it's like I can't do it by myself. I need help.
It's impossible.
I need people on board. So, hey Shay.
It's been really amazing. My friend Desiree, she did our pictures. Like it's just been such a. It's awesome. If anybody right now doesn't believe in divine timing, everything just fell into place at the right time. We found the right people, things happen in the right order, and we have so much faith that that's going to continue to happen, and that we're organization what we really want it to be. And for doesn't know who's joining us and doesn't know what our organization is about, it's Smiles Included, and we our goal is to provide basic necessities to impoverished communities all over the world. That's the overall goal, to be worldwide. Right now, we've started with the Dominican Republic because we're Dominican and, we're taking care of our Latino community first. But we really want it to be worldwide. And as far as it comes, we want to incorporate educating the upcoming generation about generosity and giving back. Just recently, actually, because when we first started, as in any business, you have to strategize and kind of see what are the things that we can use to pull people. I don't remember who mentioned it, if it was you, Francesca, or Shayla, mental health wise, and I was just like, I feel like a lot of things piggyback off of that. But just recently, I started to notice that part of a lot of our youth mental health is because they're not really aware of how fortunate they are, and they're stressed and overwhelmed with things that are really, not that they're not important, but it's a lot harder out there.
Very superficial things.
Right. So educating our youth is going to be essential in how, the future of our world, of our planet.
Absolutely. And let me just pause you, Yariela, and let me just say, God bless you guys, and toast to you for the work that you're doing, because we need more women like you who are just going to say, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to do it because it feels like it's the right thing to do. And I know that I'm going to do some good.
Yeah.
we can't all save the world, but little by little, together, we
Mm-hmm.
can.
We can try.
We
That's
can
all
try.
we can try. I mean, if you really
I
look
agree with
at
that.
started, I mean, we see it online all the time how, you know, where Apple started, where Amazon started, you know, people's garages and just, you know, and I mean, I have hope, I have faith that Smiles Included is going to be mentioned worldwide for what we want to do. So,
Exactly. And I love that because we start with what we know and we start with what's comfortable. And I love that you guys went, back home to DR because I feel like it just helps you connect a lot better to the mission. And now your people can piggyback off of that experience and say, wow, I want to do that too. And
Mm-hmm.
it kind of gets the ball rolling because it feels comfortable. I'm sorry, I paused real quick. Are we
That's
good?
okay. Yeah, we're good.
Okay. But let's go now. Let's gear towards Franchesca. So now that we know how you guys got started, what you're doing, what would you say, let's say, to someone who wants to do something similar or is thinking about how they can help? What should they do? Or what advice could you give them?
You're saying for someone that wants to start any type of venture,
Yes.
do it scared, but do it. Literally,
But
like
scared. I love
I,
that.
so, we all come from Dominican parents. We're first generation, and we are taught, to stick to the secure route. Never, I mean, I remember,
Deviate. No te vaya.
exacto.
Mhm.
So I remember when I first started with my old boss during law school, one of the very first conversations that we had, she asked me if I ever wanted to be an entrepreneur. And I said, absolutely not. No.
Wow.
This was back like 2013, 2014. And, I was tired of working for another person. Obviously, the legal field is very male, white dominated. A lot of attorneys do not look like me. And I just felt like, well, if they can do it, why can't I? What's so different about me that I can't get to that level? And for me, I always wanted to be the owner of my time because I can't be strapped to a desk from
Yeah.
8:30 to 4:30, that 2-week vacation a year. No, I did not go to school for so long, take the bar exam multiple times to be told what to do. Okay.
Right.
And so thankfully, I had the people around me, my husband, that without him, I would not have been able to take that leap because financially, like you don't know if you're going to get paid. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like
It's
you don't know
risky.
if you're going
It's
to get
risky.
clients. It's
Right.
very risky if you don't have that support. Y yo no soy hija de mami papi. Like
Right.
I've been on my own since I was 18. And so it took a lot, but and to this day, I'm over a year in. Thankfully, I kept my firm alive for the first year. Now I'm in the process of growing it. But, there are times where entrepreneurs, we constantly question ourselves and ask, did we make the right decision?
Oh my God.
You know?
I'm still questioning myself.
Preach. Preach. I kid you
But
not. It's the daily thing. It's
yeah,
the daily
and
thing.
you're gonna lose a lot of sleep,
Mhm.
but it's so worth it. Like not having to wake up at a certain time because you got to be somewhere at a certain time or in front of logged into a computer. Even if you're not going to do anything, you have to be logged on at a certain time. And for me,
Mm.
because I practice personal injury, I have a lot of communication with my clients, and they come to me when they're in a super vulnerable state.
Right.
They if someone is injured in a car accident, negligent security, where like God forbid you go to a bar and you get drugged, um you know somebody puts something in your drink.
Mm.
That's traumatizing. If you are in a garage and you get robbed, that's traumatizing. And so I have to help people during these difficult times And I love it. I love educating my clients. I love guiding them to the right providers. Like all of the providers that I go to, that I send my clients to, I should say, I go to all of their facilities. I make sure that I'm gonna be able to send my mom there if needed. You know, so I take it personally when it comes to my clients.
And I
Not
think
like,
that
go ahead.
that touch is what makes the difference. It's what
Yeah,
sets you apart from those who don't look like you but are, you know, the status quo as far as lawyers go. And so
mm-hmm.
everyone is just assuming things, but once they work with you, then it's like, oh, here's the difference.
Yeah,
There's a heart and soul to this business. When you're a small business and you're an entrepreneur, it's really you. So,
exactly.
and with, you know, the work that you guys do, you have to have a big heart. There is no way that, you know, you're giving of your time and energy and focus and resources in the way that you do. So,
Mm-hmm.
I want to give us a chance to tell people more about how they can help you guys with what you're doing. Um, I know that you have the website, so talk more about that and how people can help.
Well, we have our website. It's
I'm
www.sifunds.org.
gonna put it in here for you.
And you guys can go there and take a look at our videos and our pictures from our previous events. There's a little bit about us. We have to add some of our members that haven't done their picture.
So hold on, let me just make sure I get it right. It's
Yeah,
www.sifunds.com.
.org.
.org.
.org. Okay, sorry. Let me
Been
just.
Oh,
such a
Shay put it.
for all of us and trying to make
Okay, perfect.
like get
Yeah.
up sell. So we're all gonna be in pictures soon so they could see, you know, the team. We really want to show everybody like who's behind everything, who we are. I think it's so important, like even when we were talking about like Francesca's field work of what we're supposed to look like and what we're and
Absolutely.
the being so personal about things is so important because we want people to know who we are, what we do, and why we're doing. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I still have 9 to 5, um, but this is like something so close to our hearts that
Right. I was gonna say, I feel like when you have this, you know, what they say, a passion project that turns into a full blown business that you are, you know, running, it's so near and dear to your heart that it's like when you're at your 9 to 5, you feel like you're cheating on your other thing. You're like, fuck, I gotta be
well,
here. I gotta do this.
I'm like different. I need structure.
Okay.
I like my 9 to 5. Because I working from home for me, it's like I have a really like close relationship with my bed. Uh,
I
and
hear.
so it distracts me.
I
Um,
hear.
so um when you go to our website, you'll be able to see pictures and videos, and we're going to update with the last event. I was privileged enough to be able to surprisingly, you know, surprise kind of like our counterpart in DR with showing up for the event that we had planned out there. We had some delays because it was supposed to be for Three Kings, and we had some shipping delays with all the COVID stuff that was going on in December. Um,
Right.
but
It
God
was horrible, yeah.
be there. If it would have been any sooner, I wouldn't have been able to go. So that was really nice. Um, so we're gonna update the website. On our website, you can find in one of the tabs you can find like all the things that we would like if you want to donate like actual things. You know, some people want to go out and buy stuff versus donate money, which is fine for me too. I'm up in New York. I could cross over to New Jersey. I have people who, you know, who are willing to pick stuff up for me, being in New Jersey if it's needed. Francesca is in South Florida. Uh, I'm gonna go ahead and say we have people in Orlando who would do it too.
And you have people
We
in
do.
Yonkers now. You know, I would, of
Thank you.
course, gladly take in any donations for you as well. So
thank you.
I'll let you know now. You can count on me because I'm always decluttering. Like I'm always shopping and I'm always decluttering. So
We'll take it. We have our school supply drive coming.
We have Shayla down in Maryland. You know, anybody, like people who live in the yard. There are some people that want to declutter their closet, that want to donate. We're all for it. We have our PayPal. We have our clearly, if anybody wants to follow us, they should now.
Yes.
We don't know where Franchesca went.
Oh, it just popped out. Oh, okay. Hopefully she'll get back on.
We have our PayPal on our website.
Perfect.
On our IG, what happened? On our IG page, the link in the bio will take you to our link tree, and our link tree has the website. It has our PayPal, the donate now button, and it also has
there she is.
Amazon. Hey, has our Amazon Smile.
I was gonna say she went for a refill because I'm too.
Not yet.
I love this.
So on our link tree, you have the website, the donate. Have also a link there for our Smiles, the wish list. There is also another link there where you can sign up to be part of Amazon Smiles. And for those who don't know what Amazon Smile is, Amazon allows you to shop through. It's a different link, but you sign on with your same credentials that you do for your regular Amazon, and you sign up that anything that you purchase on Amazon, we get a percentage donated from Amazon to our nonprofit.
Yes, and I could speak to that because I actually added you guys on as my charity of choice. So it's literally plug and play. So once you get the link and you just click a few buttons, it literally takes you back to your Amazon. You log in. It's wham bam, thank you, ma'am. And then you don't have to do anything different ever again. It's already done. You don't got to do anything different. You don't got to change anything. You just shop. So it's not like it's extra work. It's literally the best way you can help. And so I need everybody that's watching to share the live. Make sure that they do that. You know, add Smiles Included if you're not already donating to a charity of your choice, because it's not going to cost you anything.
We have instructions on how to add it when you are shopping on your phone on our highlights on our Instagram.
Perfect.
We have TikTok, we have Twitter. What else do we have? LinkedIn.
So do you guys talk to me about plans? Like what is coming up next?
We have our annual school supply drive event coming June 18th. It's going to be in Barahona, Dominican Republic. We're trying to supply 300 kids with backpacks filled with school supplies.
Awesome.
So we're picking 100 kids from 3 barrios in Barahona, and the kids that need it the most. So we need all of the help that we can get, especially on the financial end, because we need to ship these things from New York and from Florida. So, we really would love to be able to meet our goal. Back in 2019, we supplied, I want to say, a little over 100 kids with school supplies in Tablas de Bani, which is where all of this started.
Love you. You want to refill me? Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we did this back in 2019, and I'm trying to do it every year because I know that there's so many kids that just need school supplies and they sometimes can't afford it, and we think that everyone should be offered the same opportunities.
It's so sad because even myself, I catch myself sometimes. I'm so wasteful with my supplies. I'm so ungrateful, even with my pens and markers. Like sometimes I think like I throw them away if it's not writing right. Like it'll still be, like sometimes it'll. And I think back to that because me myself and my parents have always done the same thing. It's like, okay, come on, whatever you are not going to use, whatever is extra, whatever, even packs of stuff, unopened stuff. I was always in that mode, like, I got to give it. I'm not going to waste it. And now I just feel like I've kind of lost it a little bit with time. And you guys are that refresher, that reminder, and that place that I know I could give to, knowing that it's going to the right place.
Definitely.
I feel like a lot of times people don't want to give because they're afraid it's not going to the right hand. It's not being given to the people who really need it. It's going to whoever's whatever. And it's like, no, I am vouching for you. And I know because we're seeing these kids literally receiving these things. So I love that.
I went to school in DR, and by choice, I went to public school because private school is just not my thing. And I remember, like, a lot of my friends were poor, and I remember sometimes we would have everything filled with because we would be taking the pens out and kind of trying to get them out so they could keep writing with it. And that's kind of like, I am so grateful that I got that experience because that stemmed the way that I feel about this organization stemmed from my experience that I live. Crazy. And when we the school supply drive is really Francesca's baby. She really pushed for us to do that first school supply drive. Like, I was kind of like, and she was, no, we're doing it. And we didn't have the organization back then at all.
Wow.
And we did it, and we got so much support. And I've always been more of clothes, shoes, basic stuff. I tell you, the most rewarding thing, and I cannot stop saying it, this is the one thing I tell everyone. When we didn't get to go to the very first event that we did, and we got pictures and videos, and these kids they got with no shoes. And to have gone back there, I went last June, and Franchesca went in July, because I did like an afternoon with snacks and stuff for the kids on a Sunday, and Franchesca went and did the school supply drive last summer. To not see one kid without shoes was so rewarding. It was like we did that. We're one of my moments ever.
I mean, I get emotional just thinking about it because I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, I saw pictures and I saw the things that you guys posted, stuff that they said, and it was like, I didn't even have to be there. I was just like on my phone crying, like, oh my God, like, I'm so happy, like, because we take for granted this, smallest things. And those are the biggest things for them when you present it, in this loving way. It's not in the way where it's like they're feeling like, oh, you guys are not going to be able to do this for yourself, so we have to do this for you. No, you're giving, and you're giving dignity at the same time. You're not stealing their humanity.
No, I actually feel like we're feel seen. Like, you matter.
Exactly. Exactly.
We have so many plans. We just want to grow, and we just ask everybody as much as possible to donate, to share, to spread. The biggest support is actually priceless. Because, like, we talk about future plans and what, be the program to show the kids. The more kids that we raise with the mentality that we have, the better opportunity there are to raise more people like us that want to help, not let that go. And one of the dying arts that I think, because we see a lot of fashion and we see a lot of stuff, but I think one of the dying arts so much, especially PR, is that in every town barrio there was always somebody who made clothes that you went to your alteration. And my mom used to make all our dresses for me and my sister when we were little. And I would love to be able to start a scholarship in her name to send young people that want to go to school, sewing school, to learn how to sew, and then in turn those same people to teach kids in DR to sew, and that's going to be their livelihood. Like, we want to eventually do it to help them have a livelihood. You can feed a person for a day.
Right.
A skill, you're feeding them.
And that's where you get me, you know, it's like, it's that educational piece. It's that giving them that little bit of knowledge that they need to just get a little bit ahead so that they can get the ball rolling. Because once they do, it's over, you know, as they say, like, the rest is history. Everybody just needs that little push and that little bit of encouragement.
I just wanted to answer a question that's in the comments. Someone asked where the drive is and how we're getting things to Dominican Republic. So there's a few different ways. We have an Amazon wish list that people can order from, and it'll get shipped directly to our address in New York. If there is someone locally in South Florida, the DMV area, or in the tri-state area, we can coordinate to meet and pick up any goods that are going to be donated. And so we have a PayPal link.
Anna Maria, that's who's asking the question. I just realized who it is. So she can bring stuff to me. I can pick it up from you, or you can bring it to me, and I'll get it to them.
And that's why we ship from here to Dominican Republic.
Right. I was gonna say, and that's why we need the donations in order to ship the items.
Yeah.
So the shipping is what costs the most money, I would say, right? Yeah. So I would love to see if maybe there's a shipping company that we can get on board. I think I know a few. So I'm gonna tap in with those connections for you guys, because I think that if we can get, you know, obviously it's gonna have some sort of cost, but if we can get it at least to the minimum cost, then those donations can go further. You know, we can do more. So thank you, everybody.
Go directly to the community.
And we are a 501c3 nonprofit organization. So if anybody has or knows somebody who has a company and they want to donate, they can get a receipt and write it on their taxes.
Yes, it is a official tax write-off when you donate to charity. And Smiles Included is a registered charity, so they will be able to provide you with the paperwork. So your money is in good hands, guys. We are not over here. We're trying to we are trying to get as much help as we can, because at the end of the day, the way I look at it is this: we could sit here and complain about the state of the world, but what we need to do is fix, you know,
we have to do something about it.
And it's the help that the youth needs. You know, we have to support our youth. We have to be there.
Like, listen, not just the nonprofit, like you're, you know, here you are, you know, and making people aware and empowering women. That's so necessary.
Absolutely.
That's what with her law practice, showing women around the world that, you know, you could do women, Latinas, like even the men, like it just, we just need more people to know that they can do what they want to do. I have such an opportunity now with social media and the internet and the work home. I mean,
look at this. We're, you know, this could be 3 corners of the world. You know, if I was somewhere exotic right now, which, you know, I wish I wanted on vacation, but mentally, let's say I'm in Tahiti. I would love. Okay, so we have a question. I missed a lot. What items or what is needed for donation?
School supplies.
School supplies is what the very
Next
next
event
event
is.
is, right?
The current event is school supplies, and
Yeah.
our all year around is basic necessities. So anything you need every single day to serve, toothpaste, brushes, soap,
Exactly.
basic stuff that you need.
Thank
But
you guys for joining.
for
So I
this,
actually have a little surprise for you guys. I went ahead and did a thing. And I have a link that I'm gonna share. So we're gonna have wine shipped to you as a gift from me, and it will be and anyone who wants to buy wine and donate to your cause will be able to do that through the link. So I'm gonna post that link later. You guys will get a little gift from me, and anybody who wants some wine so that they can, wind down with us every Wednesday will be able to purchase, and their purchase will go directly to your charity. So I'm gonna have
Thank
that
you.
up tonight. It will be up tonight right after this.
Yay.
And
Thank you.
absolutely anything I can do to help. I love what you're doing, and it's literally, something that I've done kind of my whole life in a way, but to see it being done with this intention and with this integrity is just really inspirational for me. So kudos to you ladies. I love what you're doing, and I want to continue to support. So thank you so much. Is there anything else we have to cover? Did I miss anything?
I don't think so.
call Caminero Law.
Oh, yeah.
Caminero Law. So
Caminero Law.
if you need, all right, so thank you so much, guys. If you need legal advice, please interject here because you sound better talking
Yeah.
about
so, so basically, if you've been injured due to of someone else, whether it be a car accident or you go into a business and you just happen to fall because they didn't take care of the floor the way they're supposed to, or you go to get a Brazilian wax and you get burned. Remember a few years ago, I remember I made the first post about it and I got so many DMs. A lot of people don't know that they can sue for a lot of things. And so if anyone has a question about anything, if I don't know it or if I don't practice it, I probably know someone that does. And I am able to take cases all over the United States, nationwide, whether it's personal injury related. And if it is not, then I am able to refer you to someone else. So if you
yes,
need me, call me, DM me.
absolutely. I will
If
attest.
you think you can sue for it, just ask. DM her now the most little doubt in your mind.
I was gonna say respectfully, don't be like me. Make sure that you consult with a lawyer
Before you sign anything.
before you sign anything. That's one. And two, if you feel you've been wronged in any way by anybody, consult with a lawyer. Because 9 times out of 10,
If
there's
you
something that can be
know
done.
it's somebody,
Damages are done. Something can be done for you.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna stop laughing now because
if you stub your
I'm
toe
gonna have to DM you after this.
for having the chair in the wrong place.
Exactly.
I can't. But yes, if anyone needs any legal advice, I know that our community um, is kind of hesitant to reach out to attorneys because they are so scared, that if they don't have status here, they don't have rights. And that's so incorrect. If you
That's a
feel like you
yeah.
have been wronged by someone, you probably have. And I am happy to speak to anyone, whether it's via phone call, text, DM, whatever the case may be. Just reach out and make sure that you know your rights.
Honestly, it never hurts to ask. I think that overall, the main message here is we are here to educate, and we are here to help, and we are here to guide, whatever that means. So when it comes to, the legal aspect, I think that a lot of times people are intimidated um, by the idea of a process of
Yeah.
contracting with a lawyer and putting a lawyer on retainer, and they think it's got to be big, big bucks all the time. Who knows, So I would love to kind of do a follow up just on legal, specifically because I know I have a lot of people who are in my following who
Yeah.
need a little bit more in depth. I kind of want to do a little scenario with you. Maybe that'll help open up some, ideas
Yeah.
for people and just get people to be comfortable
Yeah.
with the idea of speaking to you.
Definitely. We can definitely do that.
This
I
was
love that.
almost gonna be Caminero Carvajal law, but I didn't make it to law school.
I
did it for us.
I was gonna say, Yariela might as well be a partner because Yariela is just as
I was supposed to go to law school, but stuff happened.
Life.
I became a really young mom, and it was hard to juggle.
right.
So we gotta do what we gotta do.
I
But
feel like there is a special niche for what you do, though,
yeah,
because what you do in your own respect is a form of consulting. So,
well, I work for one of the largest in the country, and I get a lot of union members. I get to be involved in things. So I, in my own way, am in my realm. I just pick a different side of it.
right.
And this is helping people too, and that's why Franchesca picked her area of expertise in law too, because we're helping people. And so, like she was saying, like it's educating people of all types.
I love that.
And
I don't, so
we
you got to give me a little background because I don't know what you do at your 9 to 5. I'm a little refresh my memory.
are the Carpenters Union.
The Carpenters Union. Okay. So what you do there, I feel like what would be like the equivalent, let's say.
Well, I'm the assistant to the director of operations, so I basically am run the day to day, managing with the car, phones,
You're the point person
right, and
for everything.
kind of our member services because I deal with a lot of the members. Um, I'm kind of the only person who speaks Spanish, so I take care a lot of a lot of our Latino members.
Right.
I was blessed with the niche
And
for service.
you're a multifaceted individual. Only
Yes,
you
I
could handle so many things.
a deal of all trades.
Exactly.
I love my job, and it takes a toll after a lot of years. But definitely why the nonprofit is so important because it gives me a different side of things. So I get to
Yeah.
in different facets of life.
I love that. I love that. So we have to I wanna talk to you too then because I feel like it's important to find, like, you see how you know yourself and you know your role is perfect for you. I feel like so many people don't know that. So that's a good point to kind of just go on as far as knowing yourself as a person, knowing your strengths, knowing what you're going to be happy doing, and then finding a job or finding a career path in general that fits that. So
Because
have a follow up too.
not everybody's out to be an entrepreneur. Like for me, I could become one, but I need to have
I feel
like
you.
set up my living room because it's very hard for me from my desk to enter from home. It was very like I wanted to go out and buy a coat. They do that for the dogs.
I can't actually work at my desk. I have a desk de lujo. I can't work here because the desk is inside my room. So what I do is I take my laptop downstairs I live in an apartment complex, and so I take my laptop downstairs and I work in like a little cubicle that they have downstairs. I can't work in my room.
My building, you know. And I want everybody to know, like, of course, listen, starting in your own box, amazing. Having a 9 to 5
Is amazing too.
Just make sure that you're doing what makes you happy. I had to learn the hard way. I'm thankful for the job that I have and everything that comes with it. But in jobs before where I was miserable, and the money just does not matter when you're miserable.
It really doesn't. And that's something that I want to touch on, which is the Great Resignation. You know, you hear it more and more.
Yes.
Like, I'm over this job. That's not for me. I'm going to do what works for me now. And sometimes that means not working. Sometimes that means you actually say, you know what? I'm gonna let my partner do this and do that, and I'm gonna stay home. And I think that as a society, we've just kind of bombarded, you know, women with the idea like, you gotta be independent, you gotta be doing this, you gotta
Oh
be
my
doing
God.
that,
The
and
whole
you gotta be doing so many things. And it's like, whoa, 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 you could do whatever you want, whatever feels right for you. Do you?
the whole thing has twisted so much that it's amount of pressure on women.
Exactly.
I'm on leave from work right now. 12 years. I need a mental break to get my together. I was having some anxiety and everything. And you know what? Give me a minute.
Same. Hello.
And
After I was what, like 14 when I started working? I'm 31. It's about damn time I take a fucking break.
I've
Like, hello.
And it's okay to take a break is what people need to understand. It's okay. Like
Absolutely.
I recently started therapy and I didn't know there was a name for what I am.
Burnout.
Hyper independent.
Hyper
What?
independent.
Yes, I can do it and I can do it by myself and I can do it better than you. But why should I?
But why? We're tired. We don't want to.
I
But
don't
you know what's
have
funny?
to.
And I have to say, I think, Franchesca, you'll know what I mean. It's only like, at least for me, it was when I found my partner now that something kind of clicked in me, and I felt like a certain kind of safety. And I said, oh, I don't have to do all of these things. Oh, hold on. Whew. All right, cool. Say that.
I can sit and take a breath.
You want me to be a housewife? I could do that. Hold on. Let's try this.
but you see,
Here I was thinking I wanted to be this boss bitch, independent, this, that. No, I want to be a trophy wife half of the day. But I just want to have my own business too.
Nobody said that I wouldn't be able to.
And I'm doing both. Like, fuck all of that. I honestly, I love that we have, you know, the two here. Because I feel like it's both of you, and then there's me, and I'm like both of you, you know? So
Yes.
my ADHD was going crazy today. I'm telling you. That's why I was like, had to take a breath when I got on the call. I was like, whew.
You know
But
what?
I just knew that, first of all, I love you guys. Been loved you, you know. And we have our own special, you know, bonds, and we have our own special memories. And we haven't even been like in each other's lives really lately, but it's like when things are right, they just,
Yeah.
it's right and it clicks, and you know what to do, and you know that at the end of the day, when I got on, I was like, whew. And then once I started talking to you guys, it's like, all right, I'm relaxed, I'm chilling.
I was like,
Like, don't be nervous. This is literally like you're talking to me.
Yeah.
the whole get better with 8 o'clock. I have been thinking about 9 o'clock all day, and then 15 to 9 o'clock, I completely forgot that.
She was like, "Oh my God!" I was like,
You know what's funny? I literally at 6 o'clock, I didn't take a phone call because I was like, no, I gotta start getting ready for my 9 o'clock. But then it was 8:45, and I'm like, maybe I could take a shower.
at 8:45.
When you have ADHD, you have no notion of
I
time.
know. I know.
It's like, nah, I could do this, that, the third.
I know.
You wake up and you're like, okay, at 9 o'clock at night, I have 12 hours. This is what I can accomplish in 12 hours. And then 12 o'clock comes and you're like, all right. And then you count that. And when you need to remember where you need to be, you forget.
Shayla just said she's the
Crazy
timekeeper. She is. She keeps us.
Yes. Shayla.
And I think that honestly, oh my God, I needed that laugh. Holy crap. I am undiagnosed ADHD.
I just got.
So I know, I already know that I have it. But I know that when I get that diagnosis, it's going to be like a whole nother heartbreak.
Of course.
It's going to be a whole nother, like,
it's not a
heart to the heart, but that's okay.
It's just confirming what you already probably know.
Mm-hmm. And then it's also going to be like, okay, liberation.
Yeah.
I am not broken.
No.
I'm not, sometimes it messes with you. But I love that we're, able to do that and kind of give each other that awareness and just like, yo, remember.
And that we're so open about things nowadays because God forbid our parents' generation ever talked about going to therapy
if my mother saw
health or being
die.
on prescription drugs
my
to
mother
help
would be
with
like,
mental health.
I love my mom. And honestly, like I've gotten so much closer to her this year. So shout out to my mother. She's a real one. She's nigga, she raised me, like, so respectfully. But I used to be like so like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, around my mom because I was like just worried about what she thought. And now I'm just like, you know what, fuck this, mom. You're gonna get me, raw dog. Like, está la que hay, mami. Like, and she loves it. She actually loves it. And she's like, yes. And I'm like, why I've been second guessing this whole time?
Our parents want to do now, though. Like, I told my dad about stuff. He just.
Bro, you have no clue. When were we at my mom's house, babe? Saturday? On Saturday, I had eight in my purse. And I was there, like, yo, smell this to my grandma. And she was like, ay, huele bueno. She loves that for her arthritis, but she don't smoke. So she just makes like little ointments and little things with it. And I'm like all for it. I'm like, here, grandma, like take some, mix it with the Vaporu, do what you do. And my dad's like, it's okay, I got chocolate. I'm like, oh, you got the edibles. Heard you, my boy. So at the end of the day, they've come a long way. I've come a long way. I think that COVID kind of just shook everybody up, and it was like, yo, tú te puedes morir mañana. Deja la vaina.
Exacto.
COVID has equally together and
right. Exactly. It's like both.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to learn how to balance.
Yep.
And I think that's where I'm at now. I feel like that's where my calling is, just showing people you can have it all. You can do it all. You just got to balance yourself out, ground yourself in the morning, check in with you, take care of you first and
ask for help.
Oh
my God, we said at the same time.
That's crazy. That's not crazy though, because you already know. When you love you guys. I know. It is so rewarding, it's just so rewarding at the end of the day for me. I love doing this, and I know that this is going to turn into events. It's going to turn into whole retreats and weekends, and it's going to turn into all of the things that I've been manifesting, which is helping people. So that I know, like, everything went through for no reason.
We're going to travel with Francesca, talk to entrepreneurs about law and starting.
Exactly. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
I think this has been like, I mean, it's double trouble. I'm gonna call you guys double trouble now. You know, I said I'm gonna do an hour because it's two of them. I want to talk to both of them. You know, like, but I didn't even think about the time, and I'm just like, I just now looked at the time for the first time, and I'm like, wow, we wrapped up so beautifully. Like a little bow.
Thank you.
Love you guys. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you for having us.
Have a great night, and I will be posting that link immediately. So anyone who's ready to help and ready to wine, I'm gonna put the link up now. All right.
Thank you.
Take care. Have a good night.
Bye.
I
don't know how to